Welcome back to the Butterfly Empire. It is me, the Butterfly Queen. And today we are covering Jack the Ripper. He was an unidentified serial killer, the Whitechapel district of London in 1888. That was a long time ago, but here we go. And first of all, I'm just going to let you guys know this now. It has horrible details, and pretty much the content is not suitable for people that have weak stomachs and or you don't want them to listen to it. It's one of those, it's rated R. So yeah, with that going on, let's get started. In criminal cases and the contemporary jurisdiction's account was calling him the Whitechapel murderer and leather apron. He mainly went after female prostitutes who lived and worked in the slums of the East End of London. Their throats were cut prior to an abdominal mutilation, aka cutting off, causing injury, permanently damaging, detaching, or disfiguring them. The removal of the internal organs from at least 3 of the victims led the proposal the killer had some sort of knowledge of anatomical or surgical know-how. The killings were higher from September to October in 1888. Multiple people wrote letters to the media claiming to be the murderer. The name Jack the Ripper originated in a letter. The letter was believed to be a hoax. There was a letter which was labeled "From Hell," received by George Lusk, which came with half of a preserved kidney. And by the way, I've already uploaded all the images and the letters to the Facebook and to Instagram, so you guys can find it there. So, there was 5 main victims, which were never solved. None of these were solved, but they're known as the canonical 5. These all happened between August 31st through November 9th, 1888. And those names were Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane Kelly. And here we go. Let's get this party started. So, this segment of this moment right now is the whole background, the history of what was going on during those times, and the economic problems, the bad crimes. And then we'll move on to the lovely murders, because I know you can't wait to hear all the gruesome details. Okay then, girlfriend. Okie dokie, in 1882, Jewish refugees was fleeing violent riots, aka massacres, in Russia and other areas of Europe, which was London's Eastern End, became very crowded at 80,000 by 1888. Housing conditions worsened. 55% of the children pretty much died before the age of 5, which is really sad. There was robbery, violence, and alcohol dependency. Those were very high. Horrible poverty drove many women to prostitution to survive on a daily basis. In October 1888, the police station estimated there were 62 brothels and 1,200 women as prostitutes. Those were very high. Okay, the economic problems. Approximately 8,500 people residing in 233 cheap accommodations every night, which is a single bed price, was for a 4-piece, aka a coin worth 1/6 of a pound of silver. Some slept in a lean-to, aka a rope stretched across a dormitory. Bad crimes one is Bloody Sunday, which is November 13th, 1887, which is a protest against unemployment, and then anti-Semitism, discrimination of Jews, aka racism, crime, activism, racism, and social disturbance. This part is about the murders. Which was a majority of women. 11 separated murders between April 3rd, 1888 and February 13th of 1891. The Whitechapel murders, deep slash wounds to the throat, extended abdominal and genital area mutilation, removal of organs, facial mutilations, features of Jack the Ripper's calling card. First cases was Emma Smith and Martha Tambrin, which is not included in the 5 people from earlier, which was called the Canonical 5. They are not involved in this. Let me clarify that. Okay. Pretty much, this was pretty freaking gruesome and disgusting, which mainly all these are. Okay. Emma Smith, she was sexually assaulted and robbed, plunged in the face, cut to the ear, blunt object inserted into her vajayjay, rupturing her lining of the abdominal cavity. She had developed infection and died. Next one on our list, Martha Tambrin, August 7th of 1888. Murdered on the staircase, suffered 39 stab wounds, which was figured out to be with a penknife, and her user was a right-handed individual. But she had 39 stab wounds to the throat, lungs, heart, liver, spleen, stomach, and abdomen. Knife wounds to the breast and vagina. She did not get raped though. That's I guess the plus to that sad story. But she did not have no slash wounds to the throat or abdomen like all the others. So, okay. Next one on our list is starting the Canonical 5. My first one on the list, Mary Ann Nichols. Mary was discovered at 4:30 a.m. Friday, August 1888 in Bucks Road. She was seen alive 1 hour before her body was found dead. Her throat was severed, 2-inch cuts deep. 1 cut down a vertebrae, vagina stabbed twice, lower abdomen partly ripped open, caused her bowels to come out, which were all of her stab wounds were in a downward motion, but she had more stab wounds to the chest. Second, Annie Chapman, which was Saturday, September 8th of 1888 at 6 a.m. near steps to a doorway. Throat had 2-inch cuts deep, the abdomen cut entirely open, part of her flesh from her stomach being placed upon her left shoulder, her small intestines removed and placed above her right shoulder. The autopsy revealed uterus, bladder, and vagina had been removed. Also seen right before her murder at 5:30 a.m., but she was dead at 6. Lovely. Elizabeth Stride and Chapman's murder, both killed in early morning, Sunday, September 30th, 1888. Excuse me, can't read apparently. Elizabeth found at 1 a.m. Single clear-cut incision, 6 inches across her neck, severed her left carotid artery and trachea before terminating her right y'all. Okay, Catherine Edwin's body. Throat severed, abdomen ripped open, intestines placed over her right shoulder. Left kidney removed. Major part of her uterus removed. Face disfigured, nose severed. Cheek slashed, eyelids cut. Right parts of her ear was cut off also. Mary Jane Kelly. Dead at 10:45 a.m. Friday, November 9th of 1888. Mutilated and disemboweled. Face hacked past recognition. Her throat was severed down to the spine. Abdomen almost emptied of its organs. The uterus, kidneys, and one breast was placed under her head. Like a pillow? Okay. Other parts of her body was placed by her feet. Okay, this is just a weird one, I'm sorry. Parts of her abdomen was on the nightstand. So, and the heart was missing, so yeah, there's that. Okay, at least we got through all that horror. Okay, this is like a comparison in each of the conical 5. Okay. They were all killed at night, or close to the weekend, end of the month, or end of the week. More he killed, the worse the gruesomeness they got. Stride, whose attacker got interrupted. Nichols, not missing any organs. Chapman's uterus and section of her bladder and vagina was taken. Edwin's had her uterus and left kidney removed and her face mutilated. Kelly's body was extensively ripped apart, face gashed open, and heart went missing. Mary Jane Kelly is generally considered to be the Ripper's final victim. I guess the crimes ended because the culprit's death, imprisonment, institutionalized, or immigration. Okay, and this is the conclusion of Jack the Ripper. Police interviewed at least 2,000 plus people. 300 plus people were investigated. 80 people were detained. Police offered a $500 for the arrest of Jack the Ripper, which was a lot of money back then. They concluded all 5 murders, no doubt, were committed by the same hand. And the first 4 throats appeared to be from the left to the right. Also concluded all the women must have been lying down when the murders, in every case, cut their throat, or was the first cut. So, he was never caught, never done anything to all these murders that he did. But that is the conclusion, that is the ending, the finito, the done. This is the Butterfly Queen signing off from the Butterfly Empire. Remember, I posted all the stuff on Facebook, which is the Butterfly Empire Podcast, on Facebook and Instagram. Follow me there, message me there, all of the above. I don't care. Welcome to the world.